Very good morning, students. So welcome back to second year physics. So in the previous class actually we finished about a problems on the basis of nature of electromagnetic wave. Let us I want to say average energy density of electromagnetic wave. See, in general the wave is nothing but a disturbance in the medium in a given space, and that can be propagate both energy and momentum from one place to another place. So that is a wave actually. In case of electromagnetic wave also same, that can be propagate the energy and momentum. And here coming to the point is average energy density of electromagnetic wave. Nothing but what happens in case of electromagnetic wave, that can be energy can be distributed. See, it is to be distributed to electric field vector, and it is also distributed to magnetic field vector. That we can say the energy can be shared equally. That energy can be shared equally, both electric field vectors as well as the magnetic field vectors. The energy can be distributed equally, or it is to be shared equally. That is, we can say average energy density is nothing but a average energy. U is equal to energy of electrical field vector and energy of magnetic field vector. It is E and it is B, you say. This is the equally shared. In case of electromagnetic wave, the wave propagating in a medium, therefore the energy can be distributed equally for both electrical field vector and as well as the magnetic field vector. That's what the total energy or average energy density is nothing but a sum of the energy of electrical field vector and the energy of a magnetic field vector. Here you write energy of electrical field vector. This is there in the capacitor chapter. Energy density is equal to, we can say, 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square it is. And in case of a magnetic energy density, this is there also, it is there in the alternate currents. There is in alternate currents the energy density is there. UB is equal to mu naught by, it is actually, this is there in the magnetic field vector. I mean to say it is B square by, you write B naught square by 2 mu naught. This is the energy density in case of a magnetic field vectors. So here it is, the average energy density will be UB is equal to B square or B naught square by 2 mu naught. So the B naught is nothing but a, we can also take as a B also, no problem. You want to write a B also, no problem here. So B square by 2 mu naught. Suppose you write these two expressions in average energy density in electromagnetic wave. That is, we can say average energy density is equal to UE, it is 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square plus UB is nothing but a B square by 2 mu naught. This is the average energy density in case of a electromagnetic wave. Now let us, I want to say, here we know E is replaced with, here is E is we can replace with ERMS, and B also we can replace with the BRMS. That is root mean square value, ERMS and BRMS. Suppose you write here U average is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square RMS plus B square RMS by 2 mu naught. Of course, this is also right answer. That is the average value, we are saying average value. And here we know ERMS. It is ERMS is nothing but a E naught by, we can say, root 2 it is. And as well as BRMS also represented as same B naught by root 2 it is. Better you write here U average is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught ERMS is E naught by root 2 whole square plus BRMS is nothing but a B naught, right? I think B naught square by root 2 square, no? That is, you write as 2 into 2 mu naught. Therefore, U average is equal to, average value is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E naught square by 2 plus, here it is, B naught square by 4 into mu naught. So, U average is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught E naught square plus 1 by 4 B naught square by mu naught. This is also we can consider as the average energy density. This is also we can consider as the average energy density of electromagnetic wave. Clear? So, this is the related to average energy density. So, okay? Right. Now, come to the point is actually what I am saying, in case of electromagnetic wave, the energy can be distributed equally, right? One is along the electrical field vector, one more is along the magnetic field vector. One is electrical field vector and one more is the magnetic field vector, which are propagated along a electric field vector and one more is along a magnetic field vector. That means the energy can be shared equally. Sir, whether it is shared equally or not, that we have to prove it. See, just we are saying overall, right? Overall we are saying no, but we need to find or we need to say that these are equal. So that there is a one proof is there. I'll show you that. Suppose you say average electrical field energy density is equal to average magnetic energy density. You write like this. There is a one proof. We can take like this. See, the average electric energy density is equal to the average magnetic energy density. You say UE is equal to UB. That now we need to prove it, whether it is equally shared or not, that we need to say. Here actually we know there will be a relation is there, E naught is equal to C into B naught. Of course, this is the relation, and also we know C is equal to root over mu naught into epsilon naught. So C square is equal to, we can say, mu naught into epsilon naught. This is the one value, right? And here we know UE is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught, E square is we know. So better in that UE you write this value and prove it, whether the magnetic field inductions are the same or not, that we need to prove it. So here it is E naught is equal to 1 by, I mean to say average energy density, no, UE is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon, otherwise 1 by 4, right? Epsilon naught into, you write as E naught square, right? Here it is E naught is nothing but a, suppose you substitute here, that is the energy density, electrical energy density is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught, this E naught you write here, C B naught whole square. So UE is equal to 1 by 4, it is epsilon naught C square B naught square. And here we know there is a one thing, right here it is about a UE is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught C square B naught square. Here C square is nothing but a, here you write here C value, that is UE is equal to 1 by 4 epsilon naught, C square will be 1 by mu naught epsilon naught B naught square. So better you cancel this. So UE is equal to B naught square by 4 into mu naught. Of course B naught square by 4 mu naught is nothing but a, we know, UB no, therefore the energy can be distributed or energy can be propagated, both electric and magnetic fields are equal. Is it okay now? This is a UE is equal to UB, therefore UE is equal to, it is B naught square by 2 mu naught, sorry I mean to say 4 mu naught. So energy density is equal to UE is equal to UB. So this is to be equal, that mean here the both electrical field energy density and magnetic energy density which can be propagated equally and it is to be shared. This is about the relation related to the average energy density. Here as well as the momentum also propagated, no? Yes, of course. So before the momentum I want to say about a intensity of electromagnetic wave, side heading as intensity of electromagnetic wave. So we know intensity in the sense is, already in the previous chapter I told you, it is defined as actually energy per unit area, I mean to say per unit area, energy per unit area per unit time through the given a medium. That is, we can say, suppose if I take a one area of cross section, suppose the electromagnetic wave is propagating through the medium like, therefore it is energy intensity is nothing but a energy per unit area and per unit time is nothing but a intensity, it is energy per unit area per unit time. So which we can call as the intensity of electromagnetic wave. Energy is nothing but a average energy density, we can also take as the average energy density, or we can say energy. Suppose you consider a one plain magnetic wave, consider a plain electromagnetic wave which propagating through the given area. Electromagnetic wave is propagating along the along the x-axis, one electromagnetic wave which propagating along the x-axis. It is a plane electromagnetic wave. Therefore, the distance travelled by the electromagnetic wave with a speed is c and in a time of t. Therefore, you write as, that is, distance is equal to velocity into, of course, into delta t. It is equation 1. Because electromagnetic wave is travelling through a distances, and here that is propagating, the energy propagating through the volume. See, the energy, electromagnetic wave is propagating through the volume. V is equal to A into, we can say, L, that is the area into length. Here the length in the sense is, it is, we can take as the distance, no, so that it is equation 2. Then from 1 and 2 you take. Therefore, here it is the volume is equal to A into C into delta T. This is the volume, that is electromagnetic wave is propagating through the given a volume. The volume is equal to what it is, A into L, no, so that the electromagnetic wave is propagating through the given a volume is A into C into delta T. Now here we need to say energy density, that is a total energy crossing. You can say here total energy crossing through the area, through the given area A in a time delta T. Through the area in a given time delta T. Therefore, we can say U is equal to, because the energy, no, energy is nothing but we can say our energy, average energy density is equal to energy per unit volume. Originally it is. Average energy density is equal to energy per unit volume. But here asking, we are saying energy, no, energy is equal to U average into volume of the given body. So already we know volume A into C into delta T. Suppose there you write as A into C into delta T. Therefore, the energy is equal to average energy density into A into C into, we can say, delta T it is. This is about a what? Average energy density. But we know intensity, we know, no? Intensity is equal to, you write here, U by, it is A into T. Therefore, intensity of electromagnetic wave, U average into A into C into delta T. Here also you take, instead of T here, you say delta T. Better you write. So that A into delta T. So we can also cancel A delta T. So I is equal to average energy density into velocity of light. It is also, we can also say intensity, average energy density into velocity of a light, because the electromagnetic wave is propagating through the given area along a x-axis. Therefore, the intensity of electromagnetic wave is equal to, which we can say, U average into, that is into C. So suppose I want to say here the average energy density, if I take, suppose if I take a average energy density, U average is equal to, we know, 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square if I take. Therefore, the intensity of electromagnetic wave in terms of electrical field intensity, that is 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square into C. Yes, of course. Or else we can also say average energy density 1 by 4 epsilon naught E square RMS. Here intensity will be, here we can write as 1 by 4, right, epsilon naught E square RMS into C. In terms of electrical energy it is. Suppose in terms of, we need to say magnetic energy density, that is, we can say in terms of magnetic field. So that you write here, U average is equal to, of course we know, B square, B naught square by 2 mu naught. B naught square by B naught square by 2 mu naught. So here you replace this average energy, and the intensity is equal to B naught square by 2 mu naught into C. In terms of magnetic intensity it is. So here we can also say, in terms of, you want to say 1 by 4 also, yes, B square RMS by 4 mu naught into C. So it is an intensity related to the electrical field, and it is an intensity related to the magnetic field. So that intensities are like this, we can say, in case of intensity of electromagnetic wave. Clear? Now come to the point. Suppose if I take a intensities, if I say another one formula is there for intensities, electromagnetic radiation for an isotropic point source. If I take a from isotropic, suppose there is a one isotropic point source is there. This source is emits the electromagnetic wave in all directions to be like this. It is to be like this. So you construct a one circle by using this. So area of this electromagnetic wave is A. Therefore we can say intensity is nothing but we can also write energy, or you say in terms of you need to write, then we can write it is energy per unit area per unit time. Energy per unit time is nothing but a power. So I is equal to power, it is, you write as the power it is. So power by area. So area is the isotropic source, no, 4 pi r square is equal to A. So intensity is equal to P by 4 pi r square it is. Like it is what it is related to intensity, about a intensity of electromagnetic wave. Is it okay now? Now come to the point is, in this again, see on this basis we have actually one problem on the basis of this. It's not on the basis, but it is related to this. See, I'll tell you one problem. Right. So there is a page number 316. Page number 316. So the question number is 11.9. See, the terminology of a different part of electromagnetic spectrum is given in the text using the formula E is equal to h nu for energy of a quantum radiation photon, and obtain the photon of energy in a unit of electron volt for the different part of the electromagnetic spectrum. In what way are the different scales of photon energy that you obtain related to the source of electromagnetic radiation? So here we know actually there is a photon of energy, we can take like this. This question actually related to next chapter, but here we do here also. Unfortunately here it is electromagnetic waves, no? So that the energy of electromagnetic wave is nothing but a h nu it is. H is nothing but a Planck's constant, and here nu is nothing but a, we can say it is about a frequency. In general it is energy, we can say in joules, no? Suppose I want to say in electron volts, so that here we can say E is equal to h nu by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, it is in electron volt. Clear that 1 electron volt is nothing but we can say it is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 it is. This is the joules it is. But we are saying in joule is equal to what happens, 1 electron volt by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 it is. So that here you write a instead of joule it is, because it is given in joules, no? 1 joule is nothing but a 1 electron volt by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, no? That's what you multiply this. Therefore energy of the electromagnetic wave, h is the Planck's constant, nu, and here 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 it is. So h value we know, Planck's constant 6.62 into 10 power minus 34 it is. See, frequency is nothing but a c by lambda. C is nothing but a 3 into 10 power 8 lambda in angstroms. Clear? Now these values here you write, will get the electromagnetic energy will get. So it is approximately what happens, sir? It is, you write 6.62 into 10 power minus 34. See, nu is frequency, c by lambda, no? Directly here you write 3 into 10 power 8 by lambda in angstroms, and here 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. If you simplify this, we may get 12,400 by lambda in angstroms, and it is in electron volt. It is in electron volt, because after simplification you will get the answer is, it is approximately 12,400 in electron volts it is. Lambda it is taken as in angstroms. Okay. So if you simplify, therefore we get the, if I take a directly frequency, no? Of course there is a frequency of electromagnetic wave also given, no? So we can also take as the, after substituting directly frequency, because there is a frequency directly given in the question, that is approximately 3 into 10 power 20 given. 3 into 10 power 20 it is the hertz is given. So that here we can say like this, E is equal to h, that is 6.62 into 10 power minus 34 into frequency is given as, you write directly 3 into 10 power 28 by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Then you simplify this. See, we may get the approximately 1.24 into 10 power 6 electron volt of the electromagnetic waves, of the electromagnetic wave, which is given as to be electromagnetic wave. And there is a one tabular form also given. The below only there is a one tabular form is given. Actually this is given as like a gamma rays, like X-rays, ultraviolet rays, like visible, infrared, microwaves and radio waves. See, this you need to remember all the values, because especially microwaves and another one is X-rays. These two are microwaves are very important, because usually in our examination they are asking 2 marks for microwaves. Related to the microwaves they are asking one question. So that you look at here, parts of spectrum is given, mean frequency is 1, energy of photon is 1, and source of electromagnetic radiation, where from it is getting. Say, look at here, mean frequency for gamma rays is 3 into 10 power 20, and your X-rays is 3 into 10 power 18, and ultraviolet is 10 power 15, visible is 6 into 10 power 14, and infrared rays is 10 power 13, and microwaves is 10 power 10. It is very important, everyone remember. Microwaves is 10 power 10, and radio waves is 3 into 10 power 8. This all what it is related to the frequency, right? And come to the point is energy of photon in joules. See the each and every one. First of all, you see gamma rays 1.24 into 10 power 6 is the gamma rays. 1.24 into 10 power 6 just now we derived. And next one is for X-rays 1.24 into 10 power 4, and ultraviolet is 4.125, and visible is 2.427, and infrared is 4.125 into 10 power minus 2, and microwaves, again microwaves are important, 4.125 into 10 power minus 5. So this energy of a photon. And come to the radio waves 1.24 into 10 power minus 6, and these are the origin. Sir, where from this getting? See, first one, look at here, gamma rays actually producing from nuclear origin, that is gamma rays are spontaneously emitted. It is a gamma is nothing but it is an electromagnetic wave. X-rays are produced bombarding of high energy electron. It is there in the next chapter. See, production of electron. Ultraviolet rays are produced excitation of atoms. Excitation of atoms, and visible is excitation of valence electron. Infrared are excitation of atom and molecules, and here microwaves are oscillation of a current in a vacuum tubes, and here radio waves are it is oscillation of a circuits. So in this, out of this tabular form, you need to remember microwaves are very important. Of course all are there, but especially everyone you remember microwaves are very important, and you try to remember and try to practice, because this is the very important tabular form, and you go through this. So this is the about this problem, and it is about related to today's topic, and we'll see in the next topic that is related to same electromagnetic waves. Continuation is there. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much. We'll see in the next class.